When you talk about your model, is the first thing you say that it was really hard work or how much work it was, and then start pointing out the flaws? Or is the first thing you say how much fun you had, or I think it turned out rather well, that's what I had in mind, or even I learned so much I had a blast? I hear so many modelers wax on about making a model that tells a story, but look in the mirror. The model's telling a story about you, the person who built the model, and your feeling about the finished model. They'll tell you if you found a harmony between your vision and who you really are. When you were a kid looking at the box top of the model, did you focus on the picture, or did you gravitate towards the claim that it was scaled from factory blueprints? The thing is, it said it was an authentic model. Does that mean it was an authentic representation? Or that it wasn't an artificial model, sort of an early day AM? Today the box art's been largely replaced by internet images and social media. It's easy to get caught up in doing something because you think you have to do the same thing, or you have to join the club, or you need to post an image to gain worthy approval. It's very easy to wind up in a space that's not really your space. It's all too easy. Are you really that detail guy? Or are you a more macro guy? Is every nut and bolt your thing, or is it the 2-foot picture? Maybe with one model you're one thing, and the next model you're something different. But one thing is for sure, when the two things come together and you're in the zone, it all works, and you don't get burned out. When it's not working, and you find yourself saying, I really don't enjoy whatever it is, I just want to build a model and have fun like I used to, it's time to take a pause. Make some space on your workbench as well as in your head. Possibly like I did, begin to realize that even if it was right, it would be wrong. There was a disconnect between my vision and what I really wanted. The important point for me to remember is it's a model. It's my model. It's not the real thing. It can't be. No matter how realistic I think I'm getting, the important element that I can't reproduce is the emotion that accompanies the actual size, the sense of function, and the history. The emotion of standing on the deck of an historic ship and looking out onto an open sea, seeing an airplane in flight, the ground actually shaking from a top fuel car, or standing along the rails as a steam engine is approaching so close that the engineer is waving at you to get out of the way. My models sit on a shelf, sharing space with equally important books and photographs that document their history. They serve as an illustration and a supplement to the history and represent a personal expression of what I like to do. Many are hanging from the ceiling. Most of my models gather dust just like the books and my memories. The reward that I get from model making is the building experience. Having a familiar tool in my hand using skilled techniques that have taken me years to develop. It is as inexplicable as the emotion of the subject. Feeling job well done because the time feels well spent. In a space where I can share the original emotion from past experience with the subject as well as my creative abilities. It's my space, and I realize that I need to be careful when looking at all the box art. I understand now that I'm most comfortable being an aesthetic modeler, whatever that is.